Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy X-2, where we are working our way up to VegnaGETOUTTAHERE by doing a bunch of music-related puzzles that make me remind me exactly why I didn't enjoy Myst. Well, I did enjoy Myst, for the most part. I didn't like the music puzzles. Let's then this one. Interesting. Kind of curious how I get up to that platform now. No! Well, I screwed that up. What do you have me fight if I do this? Ozzy Dahaka? The heck's an Ozzy Dahaka? I don't know. What's an Ozzy Dahaka about you? So we do have, like, boss music.
You crossed the line.
I got a mini
Buster.
you with me. Yeah.
Korere, sayonara.
It's a good Moogle.
I'm gonna miss you.
This is a Moogle appreciation channel. We love the Moogles here. Damocles Photon? Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? You approve?
This'll
Aww,
help.
cute little Moogle!
This'll do it. Sayonara.
How have I been? Haven't visited in a while? Yeah, it's nice to see you again. Always appreciate you stopping in, Kinziel. I've been good. I've been working my way through this. We started playing through Shadowrun Dragonfall on Sunday nights. just trying to get ready because I got a vacation to go on a cruise here in September. And then after we get back from that, the goal is we're starting up a race of Final Fantasy XII. So there's going to be me and a couple other streamers, and we're all going to race through and see who can get through 12 the fastest. Yeah, a cruise. I've actually never been on one before, so I'm kind of excited to see it. Mostly I'm planning on sleeping a lot, but, you know, also being able to have hot dogs at like 2 in the morning is nice too.
That's enough from you.
I'll enjoy it. I hope so. Going with family, so it's sure to be kind of a fun trip.
Chin up, eyes forward.
Personally, if I had my pick, I would have wanted to go on a Disney cruise, but, you know, I got outvoted on that one.
I've got you.
You like to go on a Disney cruise? It looks so fun. I've seen so many videos of the different cruises and the cool places you could do, and like every ship has a bunch of different things you can do on it. Like I saw a video of apparently one of them, I think the Wish, has a haunted mansion restaurant that just looked so amazing. Oh, we killed it. That's what I like to think about your piano music. I knew I was never going to make it. At least I can pursue my dream of being an opera singer.
I got a hunch that once we go on ahead, there's no turning back.
Hint!
A hunch.
Yeah. That's it?
A hunch it is, then.
This is like the best way to deliver "this is the point of no return," by the way, I've ever seen. I just got an inkling.
It's moving.
This might be the last time we get to save. Vegna Frank. Hi. You never get a really good look at this thing, but if you actually find like a picture of like the full model, it's like a giant bug, which is really weird to me with a face like that. What's up, Nuge?
Both Barreleye and VegnaGun belong to him now.
Yeah.
Shuyin.
Shoo out. Shoo turn it all about. Inagata da vida, baby.
I have a plan. Can't call it a smart one, though.
What's that?
He acts through another's body. Stop the body, and you stop him. I'll shoot Barreleye.
No.
His body will be useless, but if we're lucky, he won't die.
If we're very,
Shuyin
very
will abandon
lucky.
Barreleye, and then he'll come back for me.
What then?
I'll shoot me.
I will die. My body has already been rigged. I'm taking Shuyin with me.
Okay,
Nooch.
Nooch, I want you to think through this just for a second here. If
But you're our captain.
you kill Barrel Eye or
Exactly.
knock out Barrel Eye, and Shuyan leaves into you, and then you die, won't Shuyan just go to someone else? What is
like your
stopping?
plan. It sucks.
She said the thing! Best line in the game!
Your plan is awful. Think about it. It's no different than what we did 2 years ago. I don't like your plan. We destroyed our own allies. We destroyed the Aeons who had fought together with us at our side. We didn't have a choice then. We believed that was the only way we could save Spira. Do you know what it felt like to watch them die? Right before my eyes.
Well, consider we summoned them a grand
It
total
was
of
the only
like
thing we
3
could do.
times
It
in
was
our
the only choice we
playthrough.
had. I gave in, I accepted, I believed.
I don't know
I
how
allowed it
attached
to be
you were to them.
I thought I'd be able to go through with it without ever doubting myself. But it hurt so much.
Forgive us.
Little ghost boy, is that you?
Everyone was so happy. Great job, Yuna. You did it. You saved us all. There were too many smiles to count. And I know that I was smiling too.
So when do we get to the part where this is a bad plan?
But now, when I look back, the people who should be here aren't. The ones who should be smiling with me aren't here.
We had no choice.
There's like... I mean, you're counting the Aeons, I imagine, because that's
We
what
had
we're
no
talking about,
choice.
but they couldn't smile.
Always we had no choice. Those are our magic words. We repeat them to ourselves again and again, but you know, the magic never worked. The only thing we're left with is regret.
Yuna, I'm sorry.
No. I don't want this anymore.
I just noticed the stacks of things in the background look like giant speaker racks.
I don't want friends to die. Or fade away. I don't want battles where we have to lose in order to win.
You have to be very careful, Yuna, because this could very easily be the start of your villain arc.
Nuge, I know that what you say is what you mean to do. Give me your resolve. Believe in Yuna.
Is Yuna talking in third person now?
So you have a plan.
Light?
That's plan B. But before that... Hey, Riku. No matter how monstrous it looks, VegnaGETOUTTAHERE is still just a machina. So we
Believe
can
in
take it
Yuna who
apart, right?
believes in you.
Yeah, maybe?
You never used to be the think before you act type. What gives?
Hey, Gipple.
LeBlanc.
I told you to be a good girl.
And I never was the wait like a good girl type, isn't that right, Ryuji?
VegnaGETOUTTAHERE can be destroyed. Apsapaza, you better believe it. Wanna know why?
Absapaza, you better believe it.
People built it.
Right!
Did they?
Everyone,
Do we know that?
it looks like we can stop that
Do we
thing
know
after
they
all.
didn't just find it?
Now it's pissed.
Why are you laughing?
Witless little widget, isn't it?
What about Shuyan?
Plan B.
Oh?
Love.
Rupo.
I don't like your plan. It
The
sucks.
ultimate illusion.
It'll work. far to bring Len's feelings to Shuyin. I'm not stopping now.
The power of love conquers all. So romantic. Count me in.
I like the thematic relevance, but I also must acknowledge the fact that love cannot conquer a 50 cal bullet.
Look!
Where are you going? I thought you had love on your side. Yeah, I am wholly of the mindset that this thing is not actually built by anyone in Pavel or Xanarkin. This thing very clearly seems to be something they ripped out of the interdimensional void as part of, like, Omega's design project. Its real name is probably something like freaking Gamma. Oh, you did get a look out of it. Yeah, it's a bug, see?
Ha! It's just bluffing.
This relic's getting rusty.
Yuna, you have your friends.
Who is talking?
If we all attack at once, we can do this. We need to split up.
One of those sounded like
legs to us.
Auron.
We've got the torso.
Guess that leaves the tail.
Okay, let's go.
You can do it! Except you, Nuge. You are going to have a hard time jumping up there.
See you later.
Yeah, Dr. P. Up, 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 up. Put the punches into the bot, make the right connection. But be quick, you're racing the boss. Oops, goes perfection.
Ready? Let's kick some tail.
You're on.
Let's kick some
Afraid,
tail.
Yuna. Your friends are your strength.
Get Moogle regen Ga going. Ow!
Take that.
We're not done yet.
Oh! Well, that was quick. And here I was thinking that I might not have enough
What's next?
at
Yuni,
level
you're in
70 to
trouble.
try and take these guys down.
Boss, let's get the heck out of here.
Want to get the heel?
You can heal us when we get home.
Come on.
Well, then you're clearly not that injured. Oh man, wouldn't that be a great, like, ability? Or like, a female white mage or something is to have a heal, but when they do, they throw a shoe at your head and it cures you? I think that would be a lovely ability to have. There's an underneath path here. Where does this go? Nowhere, as far as I can tell. Oh, we showed up.
What are you doing here?
We already beat the tail. We're very good.
I'll let you have this one. I'm going to go cheer Nuji on. Got it!
Sure.
LeBlanc never stood a chance against this thing.
Well, we've got a leg up on her. Save the jokes for later.
But now's a good time for jokes. Oh, really? Oh, I should have healed. Oh, jeez!
You can't reach those nodes with a sword.
Did we get it?
Yes.
Sure looks that way.
Shake a leg.
Oh, we did win. I thought they were joking. I had no idea. There was no visual indicator that we were making any progress on that.
Look!
I'm going.
Yes, can I get on the path? Thank you. And I ran up the giant thing. What are you two doing?
Please.
Kill us!
Help the boss.
We
The Golems are
just
on it!
want death. Meanwhile, Gipple has apparently a rocket launcher.
This thing just keeps on ticking.
Have you tried using a Cactuar
We'll
on
finish
it?
it.
Or a Moogle?
Do it.
Just saying.
It's so big.
Viable strategy.
Woohoo! No more climbing!
Could you please focus?
No.
This time the legs are just a distraction. You know where to strike.
So it's charging its core! I mean, the other reason I have doubts that this thing is tied to Bavel, like in terms of its original construction, is aesthetically it looks nothing like anything else that Bavel has ever built.
We're shooting.
Like the design, even the intricate like details and patterns, these don't match anything else Bavel has done. Like we've seen other Machina from Bavel. They've never done anything to this scale, and when they do a larger thing, they tend to be very blocky and kind of geometric. This is very organic. This is very
What now?
intricate and detailed. Nor is it written with any sort of like typical symbols that you find on like Bavel Machina. So to me, the fact that they would dig this thing out from the below the far plane, even like into like the interdimensional rift, maybe, and pull it back out.
Finished indeed. Verily! All of Spira is finished.
Oh. What about the rest of the planet? Because I still insist that Spira is just a continent and not the entire world. It just doesn't seem big enough to justify. It's like in Valisthea in Final Fantasy 16.
He's got a plan B too!
It's...
He's panicking.
Thanks,
You
Orin.
End it now.
Okay. Thanks, Orin.
This is
Ghost.
it, everybody. Stay focused.
Yeah, compare that thing with like anything we've seen in terms of like Bavel Crate, which has been mostly just basic cannons.
Julian!
It can't end like this.
I'm getting ticked off!
Come, VegnaGETOUTTAHERE. Let us purge this repulsive world.
That was it? Acta est fabula.
now begins.
It does?
Yuna, Riku, Pain, this is your time. You must defend it.
If VegnaGETOUTTAHERE fires, it's all over. You have to stop it now. There is no overtime.
Was that Jekt?
That a girl. The tides are turning.
The only faith you need is faith in yourself.
Eat cactuar.
Is this thing finally out of juice?
And
Yeah, let's talk to Shu.
maybe we shouldn't be standing here. I think you just see the three of them go flying off in the distance like Team Rocket. Hi, Cheyenne. I dated your great-great-great-great-grandchild. I'm Len now. Well, that's creepy. So this whole thing is essentially just a giant, like, Japanese ghost story. You got a creepy spirit dominated by negative emotions that was sealed away in a cavern for 1,000 years and
Words left
then
unspoken
released.
for 1,000 years. I love you. And I'm grateful. Grateful that you stayed with me until the end.
But I couldn't save you.
It doesn't matter. Please.
doesn't
Don't
matter
go on
if you
grieving
win,
alone.
it matters if you how you played the game.
Rest.
Would it be nice if this actually worked?
We can finally fade together.
Yes. Together.
No.
Wait!
You are not Len!
Are you telling me this is all because he doesn't have glasses?
You just don't get it, do you?
It's no good. He's not listening.
Shuyan, please stop this!
Punch him.
You're the only ones who can stop him.
Change into your furry outfits, girls. You've got a beat down of obsessed fanboy, I guess?
Vanish with the rest of Spira.
Yeah, see, he does Titus's attack, and then he has Wakka's, like, celestial weapon, too, which is really weird. Like, I get the actual, like, doylist reason for this is because they're just reusing Tidus's animations and assets, because this game was made as like a quick throw together sequel using like
Uni? Shooting.
was that it?
Shurian.
Don't try to tell me you understand.
I really don't. This game has been very confusing, and I'm an avid supporter of it. But the plots kind of bounces around quite a bit, and I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Like, I've got the general flow, but I can't tell you in good honesty, Julian, that I understand. I know it's the real you because you didn't punch back when I slapped you.
Hi there.
That joke was darker than I intended it to be.
1,000 years and this moment is all we get?
You get eternity if you just move on.
Enough. I don't need anything else.
Who voiced Len?
Just knowing how you feel is enough.
Sounds a little like Cree Summer.
Shuyin, let's end this. Let's go home.
Can we?
That was all 1,000 years ago. We've come too far to look back now.
Oh, I was right. Cree Summer. Wow,
Rest,
I've got a good ear for that. At least for her voice. I've seen her in a ton of things. She's a great actress.
Let's go. I have a new song for you.
Called Smack My Bitch Up. I think it's gonna be a big hit. Maybe not now, but your kids are gonna love it. Just try to explain Prodigy to people in the 70s. If we ever had time travel, they'll make a great game show. Riku's got to check on Gipple, maybe? Alright, so what do we think the final percentage was? Above 80? Below 80? We'll have to see. I think I read you needed above 75 to get the okay ending. Yuna out? She just beamed away. Oh, it's the PlayStation 2 starting screen. Sony Entertainment presents.
Once my friends and I dreamed of flying. We would sail a ship with me as its captain. In time, I became that captain. I found a new ship with new friends. My ship was the Youth League.
Others chose a different captain. Their boat was New Yevon.
You know, I realize I'm like a lot of you people. We want a captain, and we want a ship to ride, but more important than that, really, we all want to ride together.
There are some things you can't do alone.
Except for the Machine League. We're on our own. Peace.
With friends beside you.
This was the lesson that we learned when we launched those ships.
It was power. And we misused that power. We turned our friends and followers against each other.
Forgive us.
Why are you bowing, Gipple? You did nothing. You hung out in Jose Temple and, like, dug in the desert.
Forgot. There's a much larger ship out there. One we've been riding ever since we were born. That ship is Spira.
No one knows just where our voyage will lead us.
Wait, so Spear is a boat?
We do know one thing. One way or another, we will get by. We'll go on living. The calm will continue.
Until 10-3.
Just one more thing. We all owe thanks to a very special lady. Yeah, you all know who I'm talking about.
Dr. P.
I really hope that she could be here today.
No.
It's time for me to go home.
She left a message. She said she's going home.
So let's all go to Besaid.
Did we really have to leave like that? Just think of the party we're missing.
They had snacks, Pain. Snacks.
Brother, higher! Brother, faster!
How are they not falling off? I have to imagine there's like gravity magic or something on the deck, right? Because there's no physical way that makes sense.
So much has happened, and I'm sure it's only the beginning. Through the smiles and tears, through the anger and the laughter that follows, I know that I'll keep changing. This is my story. It'll be a good one.
Actually, this was more of like Pain's story. You were just kind of there to help out.
It all began when I saw this sphere of you.
But it wasn't him. We've been over this, Yuna. It's like when they had like the whole thing with it's like when they had this whole thing where it was like she kept thinking, it was like, okay, this has to be connected to Titus. Where does Titus fit into this whole thing? I know this is all connected back to you, to Titus. And in the end, like, not even the end, in like Act 3, she finally puts it together. This has nothing to do with Titus. Nothing going on has anything to do with Titus here. And she finally puts that together, and yet still, I think Yuna's a little delusional. I really do. I really think she has some issues that she needs to work out with a good therapist. Maybe one in Guado Salam. They seem like they probably get into that sort of thing really more so. I'm guessing. So, final thoughts. This is one I've played a couple times before, though I do not recall ever making it all the way to the end. I know I probably did at some point, but I have no memory of it. The game has issues, but I still like it. I do think it gets a bad rap. I know why it gets a bad rap, because a lot of it's a very surface level reading of the material. It's very much it's just silly girls being party girls going around doing stuff, jokey jokes. But I think that's a very basic read of it, because while that is kind of what you're presented with, very quickly the entire game becomes about society moving on from a horrible cycle it's been trapped in for 1,000 years, where you have the chance to grow and build and create something new, but you don't know what direction to do that with. Like, you have the church that collapsed, you have sin and the eternal calm now present. You're finally free to create a world and build a world that isn't under immediate threat of having it destroyed underneath you. And what do you do with that? You have two rival factions who are completely at odds about how they believe things should process. You have one that thinks that we need to throw out everything that got us to where we were and build something new from scratch, and you have one that's like, no, not all those traditions were bad. Let's take a second. Let's think about this. Let's kind of work with things. The game does undermine that point a little bit by turning out the fact that the founder of New Yevon is a creepy zombie guy who lives in the basement. You see why Barreleye and his crew had to essentially oust them, because wow, they were hypocrites, trying to grip onto power and stuff like that. But then this whole thing with VegnaGun happens, and it kind of makes the whole point of the fact that, hey, we can't constantly be fighting each other if we're going to ever stand together against bigger threats out there. So I think that read on it is something that I think a lot more people would enjoy if they got into that piece. But I think a lot of people were turned off by the very first cutscene where it's Yuna performing in a concert. Not actually Yuna, but you get the feeling. It's the first impression you're given of the game, and it's a very different tone, which I guess makes sense. You're in the eternal calm. You're in a time of peace and prosperity never experienced in 1,000 years. Yes, people are going to be flocking to things that they couldn't enjoy beforehand. It's like when you go to college and the first thing you want is all the food as much as you can have of the stuff you couldn't get at home, or were only allowed a limited bit of home. And you just gobbled it up as much as you could because you have that level of freedom. It's that. It's we just dropped the kids off at college, the parents have left, what do they do first? That's Spira right now. So it made sense to me, at least. However, where the game does flock is the fact that, once again, they're getting into this thing where they want to tell, like, a story in a non-linear, broken up pace, which isn't necessarily impossible to do, but you have to really do it right. And much like Final Fantasy VII did, this didn't do it 100% right, really. In a different way, though. It's not like it was so confusing and misleading and stuff like that. This one's big problem was the fact that a lot of the crucial information that makes the plot make sense is so easily missable. And permanently missable. Like, there are whole scenes that explain so much of what was going on in this story. And ultimately, we missed a bunch of them. And I only knew about them because I was following a guide. Alright, what's going on now? Oh, I thought it was going to be a scene. Nope, it's just the end. And of course there was a lot of stuff where you're just sitting there going like, what about this? What about this? What about this? This game can be nitpicked to hell in terms of like figuring out little plot holes and things like that are constantly throughout this entire thing. But the first Final Fantasy X was the same way. And I think that really just comes down to the fact that if there was a lot of world building done for this setting, it wasn't shared with the audience. And because of that, you find yourself in a situation where there's less that you can actually like play with and like examine and look at and do stuff with and kind of figure things out. The creature tales that you can get from doing the Fiend Arena and stuff like that, that helped a lot. I was surprised how many of those that I was doing in a side playthrough were through and explained, filled in a lot of gaps in the stories and in the background information. Some of it is completely irrelevant and dumb, but some of it's very interesting. It also leads you to find out that Shinra is like the real villain. Like the story, he's trying to make like himself into like a god by fusing and taking control of monsters and things like that. It's one heck of a journey to play through that entire little thing. It takes forever to do. Very long, very grindy, but interesting to look at and play around with. So no, if I had to give this one anything, I'd give it 3.8 stars. Like, it's almost a 4-star game. It's definitely not a 5-star game, but it's almost there. But there's just so many little things with like the easily missable plot, the non-linear nature that just kind of makes it kind of not clear where you can go and stuff. If every time there was a plot element thing, it was considered a hot spot, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Because you can make it very clear to go to all the hot spots. But a lot of the plot elements were things that did not have hot spots, that you had to go completely like... The one in Bavel, you had to travel all the way back to where you saw VegnaGun's like hole before you got any indication that there was a scene there. So, you know, that was not intuitive by any means. And as I said, a lot of this stuff is stuff that is permanently missable. You don't get it in that one chapter, you're never going to see that or have that information relayed to you at all. It's not like it comes back and going, oh, you didn't see the scene, but by the way, this is what happened. No, there's nothing fills you in. Nothing. And that is probably the biggest problem of the game. That's what's holding it back. The job system, I love it. I love this incarnation of the job system. With the sphere grid, or not the sphere grid, but the garment grid, and putting the little different dress spheres, and learning abilities, and swapping between them to get like new abilities and things like that. Aces. There has yet to be an incarnation of the job system that was like wholly bad. The worst it got was 3, and that's just because really there was a lot of parts to it that just didn't have anything of value. Like Lunar Projections, good friend, was playing through 3 on their stream, and they asked me at one point, just going like, is there a point to grinding up your jobs to 99? No. I mean, it affects your stats. Not even all your stats, but like some of your stats. But it's not, it's not worth going to 99 with it, really. Whereas in 5, mastering your jobs was very useful for a number of reasons. So, final judgment on this one is definitely it's going to be like a 3.8, like I said. It's one of those things where I like this game, I'd play through this game again, I'd do it again, it's a very fun game, but if you're really trying to do it right and get the whole story, the game will push back on you about that. And that's a problem for me, because I play for the stories. And it's not just about you need to read between the lines, there are actively stuff that you will miss unless you are using an outside guide. Which is, I never endorse. I never will support the idea that you need external materials to view the whole story. To get 100%, to do all of the things, to get all the side items, and complete the side quests and whatnot. I am fine with you being difficult to the point where you need an external guide. But the main plot should never do that. That's all there is to it. All right. We got through it. Oh. Real quick. Just so you guys can see. We ended with 81% of the game done and 1% of the creatures completed. And we've played it one time. Because there's a new game plus.